special moment in the college football calendar. The SEC Championship game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on last year's national champions, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Broomstreet. Let's get this thing underway. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. He finally steps out, but not before an excellent return to set up the offense. First play, looking to throw it. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. He can go. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
For the first play of the game, the defense comes up with a turnover. Good job of mixing up their coverages, showing one look, going to another. I think they confused the quarterback. He puts it right into coverage, and they're able to capitalize.
Offense in a split backfield now. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. End zone ahead. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. We had a short key where the offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Catch made on the right side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Second down play coming up for this offense. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Quick completion to the tight end. Take it now, but not before he makes the first down.
Not a huge gain here, but the quarterback does a nice job of going with this safe, smart option. Finding the big tight end and picking up a critical first down to keep this drive rolling.
It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
The ball is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Here comes a handoff. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Catch made by the tight end. He picks up the first down before they get into the ground. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the football. And they heave it deep downfield. And he throws his third interception of the day. Breaks into the open. Now the 40. Past the 20. Past the touchdown. Aggies. From red zone all the way to the other end zone. What a reversal.
Chris, how about the safety here just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, and then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception, and I love that he's got the speed and the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
He'll take off from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. In the clear at the 25. Breaks into the clear. They finally make the tackle, but the defense gashed by that big gainer.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
And one big play has moved the ball across midfield. 1st and 10 in enemy territory. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Let's it fly to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down to 17.
And I love that they continue to go back to this talented wide receiver. That's back-to-back plays with big gains, and it's not surprising. Like I said, the scouting report all week long, we heard about this guy's ability to make plays against this defense, and the quarterback and the receiver right now have a nice rhythm going.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking to chuck it again. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line. The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, LSU.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. They stop at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. What can they do here to make it 3rd and manageable? Here's the handoff running behind the big right tackle. Tackle made after a big gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their
fired into a tight window and picked off. He's bringing it back. Inside the 40. At the 20. They'll finally catch him. That's a huge return. They get the takeaway and set the offense up in great position.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So it sets up a second and goal from the 4. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of a play.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about four-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
On third and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. There's the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's second and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They get him down to wrap up the first period play. And as we break for the quarter, Kurt, it's Texas A&M on top. Let's check out the stats now for the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. And the quarterback dropping back. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. Just have to be smart.
Second down and goal upcoming. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
And they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Picks up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a fourth down now.
Wow, great stop here by this defense to bring us to fourth down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance to try to get that touchdown.
And the field goal unit coming on the field now. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Here's the second down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Taking a deep shot here to the right. It's caught inside the red zone, still on his feet. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11. This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. He's finally tackled out the 2-yard line. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here's the toss play. Leonard heads outside. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Moves out of the pocket. Hit just as he throws the ball. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down after a short gain there. Important 2nd down play coming up. An inside give now from the shotgun. First down, looking for more now. Tackle made to the 41. It's a nice gain, but getting closer to the 50. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Breaking free at the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up, a long way to go for a 1st down. Handoff from the shotgun. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down now. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Gives it to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. And it's a bunch formation. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Looking for a man. Pressure is coming. Now takes a hit, but lets it fly. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Oh, my gosh. At this point, this offensive coordinator has to consider going to the backup. This defense is baiting him into coverage, and he continues to throw these interceptions. On the offensive line, Chris, they've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. Either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
And this time it's complete. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down. Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. He gets loose. They get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down now from the 37.
Boy, this running back is fun to watch, isn't he, Chris? After that run, he's now over the century mark on the day. What an afternoon he's enjoying.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Second and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, the quarterback did all he could here to try to make this play happen, but a sloppy route by the receiver allows the defense to easily step in front and knock that ball away.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. And the pass is incomplete. That's 3 in a row. His passing game out of sync.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion. Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when he kicked from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the 1st half clock. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Misses the receiver, incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Knight. He bring it down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here, and it falls incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Second down, they're going to throw it. Off target and incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Oh, misfires again, 3 in a row.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. It's like one more play here before halftime. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Tackle after the pick, and then they do it for the 1st half of play. Minute's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Emphasis here on cutting down on turnovers, a couple of them in the 1st half, and that's why they're trailing. Got the 1st down and still motoring. It's a nice game. They move the football up to the 27. There's a 1st and 10 play. And he'll set up to throw. Makes a quick catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And the Aggies looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Oh, almost another interception. Can you believe it? It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Tackle at the 40, let alone a fresh set of downs.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Looking to throw again. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pass not complete. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield.
Well, we talked to the defensive coordinator, Chris, before the game about how they work a lot on the scramble drill this week just to be able to contain him. The coach has to be pleased with how they performed on that play.
Pitch made across the middle by the running back. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And that will give them the lead now.
And that's his 2nd touchdown today. This This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. They stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. A loss of the play.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where is that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Tries to get it to the running back. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. They stop him on the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it with room to run. Tackled quickly after the catch, but the ball moves all the way to the 30.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Tackled quickly after the catch, he'll be short of the marker. It's third down for the offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy's starting to prove that he is a mismatch for this defense. Second touchdown of the day, and a great job by the coordinator continuing to find unique ways to get this guy on one-on-one opportunities for touchdowns.
Coach deciding to keep the offense out there, go for a two-point conversion, and extend the lead to 3. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And the catch is made in the end zone for 2 points.
Chris, I just love the call here in the second half. You're up by a point. Why not go for 2? Push it to a field goal game. Good call by the head coach. I'll tell you what, this is going to be an interesting finish. We got a good one on our hands here, Chris.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking for his back. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. What's the call here? The drive begins with excellent field position. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Defense is coming after him. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the... And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? He's going to take it in. A game-changing play. Touchdown, Aggies.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10...
It's blocked. They scoop it up. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't you, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care.
Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Who's going to score on the pick six? Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with a ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
And a misfire there on the kickoff as he goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Oh, he makes the catch. They bring him down with a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go. An exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. Touchdown, LSU. Still no answer for this offense. This will be fun. Strange things happen. The conference championship trophy is on the line. 1-possession game, 4th quarter. Who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time. After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. It's a quick grab. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They get a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lets it go quickly. He's got a receiver wide open here. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to 3rd down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch, and get a little bit closer to the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Looking to throw it again. On the move now. He'll throw it deep down the middle of the field. Picked off, a crucial turnover. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The shotgun running play call. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Oh, that one's picked off. Could take it all the way. He's going to take it in. A game-changing play. Touchdown, Aggies.
Chris, I think the quarterback gets fooled here. He might have thought it was man-to-man coverage. I thought he might go to the outside. He comes back to the middle, and that linebacker's playing zone, reading the quarterback's eyes, steps in front of that throw, and takes it to the house for a touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Any hopes of a conference championship depend on scoring and scoring quickly. Can they make a play? Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position.
Boy, It's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Pass caught, can he get in? Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. Here we go. It's what you hope for. Fourth quarter, one-possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple of scores, and all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Grinding away on the ground. And he goes nowhere. Stop full behind the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Less than 2 minutes from a conference championship. Can they keep the football and secure the win? Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. There's a screen pass to the running back. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Closing in on a conference championship, this offense trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. He could go inside the 10.
Oh, my gosh. This defense got exactly what they needed. An interception at the right time to get the ball back to their own quarterback and offense to go down and potentially win this game.
And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's first and goal. He hands it off from the gun. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Chris, that's positive yards on first and goal, which is obviously good. But now we're at this point in the game, critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
They're trying to sneak it for the first.
What a stop by this defense here on third down and goal. They've been put in a very tough situation, and 3 straight plays, they've stepped up. Now, a big decision for the head coach for the offense. What is he going to do here after those 3 plays? Is he still going to try to get this touchdown?
So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. The offense will spend a timeout here. 25 seconds on the clock. So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on fourth and goal. Trying to convert with a sneak. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
I mean, that's as safe a call as you can make, right? Just have that quarterback get behind that big offensive line and push. But he wasn't able to get past the line that they needed for the first down.
With the catch, it's Cook. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. They'll look to throw it here on second down. On the run here, lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Cook. Tackle is made. The clock runs out, and that will do it. tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.